Good afternoon, guys.
Hey, hello everyone.
Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. फिर 2-3 मिनट और रुकते हैं. Let everyone join. 3-5 तक रुकते हैं, then we'll start. By the way, कैसा चल रहा है मार्केट? इसमें कुछ पूछना है तो अभी पूछ लो यार, ताकि बीच में we don't waste time.
सर मुझे कुछ क्वेश्चंस थे.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically this is with respect to the trades that you had given on certain days. So on Monday you had said that short Nifty at 17,300 with a very small stop loss at 315. तो सर वो क्या आपने देखा था कैंडल में उस समय, because it worked out pretty well. So थोड़ा अगर आप समझा सके कि
ये कोर्स के बाद समझाऊंगा मैं.
अच्छा, आफ्टर प्राइस एक्शन कोर्स.
हाँ, क्योंकि अभी आधा आधा समझने में फिर मजा नहीं आएगा.
ठीक है. ठीक है. So then just one more question with regards to our current short, because आपने जो बोला है I'm holding my short, तो सर इसमें we are expecting a big downfall ना, because अपने काफी बड़ा stop loss भी रख रहे हैं.
यस, देखो डाउनफॉल भी बड़ा हो सकता है और अप मूव भी हो सकता है, इसलिए हेज भी किया हुआ है. क्योंकि फ्राइडे को वी डिडंट नो कि सैटरडे संडे में क्या क्या हो जाएगा.
Right.
सो देयर इज आल्सो अ बिग ऑफ इफ इट कैन आल्सो गो मैसिवली अप. ओके, सो बोथ थिंग्स आर देयर. प्लस फ्राइडे को मार्केट्स अराउंड द वर्ल्ड दे क्लोज्ड विद अ पॉजिटिव सिग्नल. ठीक है, सो हेजिंग वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो आई होप जिसने शॉर्ट अपना कैरी किया है उसने हेज जरूर किया है, because it might go up and maybe after that it falls. That's another thing, but there's a high possibility that we see a good gap up.
Right. तो सर जैसे आप जब hedge बोलते हो तो you had hedged by selling a PE.
Yeah, I decide basis, my risk and all. Best option to hedge is to buy sell P. Okay.
Okay.
बट अभी भी और लास्ट टाइम दोनों टाइम मैंने कॉल ऑप्शन खरीदा था खुद के लिए. बट आई ऑलवेज एडवाइज अदर्स टू सेल, बिकॉज ऑप्शन जब खरीदते हो गलत गया तो आई कैन एग्जिट माइन. you know you guys can get stuck in that and end up making big loss, right? So it's better to hedge by selling put option rather than buying call option.
Right.
But
तो
then मैंने buy किया वो just.
Okay. ठीक है. So we'll depending on market action, वो तो आप हमें guide करोगे about how to go about this trade. So we'll see how it goes.
Anyway, चलो let's start. बाद में बात करता हूँ और मैं बाद में बात में. And let me know whenever I can see my screen. Can everyone see the screen? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Please bolo yaar, just be vocal of it. So last week we discussed here that this is the demand zone. The US market will definitely test that, and uske baad we'll have to see what happens. Exactly, it worked like that. If you guys see, it tested the demand zone, went down, trapped few shots, reversed from there. Yeah, but this was actually the point to go long. Yeah, from this position, this was a long of once it breached Thursday's high, one should go long. That's how it should, that trade should work. Yeah, or if the people who are short, they should exit either once the demand zone is reached and tested, or they should have exited here. Okay, so it will almost work like we discussed. Now आगे अगर देखो, so now see, this is a big reversal which we have seen in the market, which looks very positive. And if US market continues going above last week's high, then that will confirm the reversal, and we can actually see the market going. Just a minute, I'll draw. If it goes above last week's high, we can expect it to minimum test this point of 4600. Okay, after that we'll have to see whether it makes a higher top or how it works. Okay, so it can make a higher top and continue to go up. Guys, please mute yourself. Or it make a lower low. So that we'll see how it works out. But as of now, if market goes above last week's high, then we should be long. Okay, so that's the message. Once it goes above the last week's high, we should be long. Let me unflag all of them. Okay. Now, why until this level? You see, there from this level, there's a good resistance or a supply zone is there. You have seen market test this twice and then it fell from there. That's why the next level that it will go if it reaches last week's high will be this. Okay, so this is something which we'll have to see. Mostly the outlook for me looks like it's positive, but only it will get confirmed if last week high goes up. Now, if this doesn't go, if it starts, tests this and starts coming down, in that case, you can see again a test of this last week's low. Yeah, this is again, if you see, there is a demand zone here which has worked. ठीक है, there's a minor demand zone यहाँ पे जहाँ पे इसने टेस्ट किया वापस रिवर्स किया. Okay, so all depends on how which side market turns up. Okay, as of now, daily अगर चार्ट हम देखते हैं, closing right to the top, so I am expecting it to continue to go up. Okay, so that's my view. I'll be positive or bullish on US market. Now, if we see Nasdaq, very similar to what we have seen in S&P 500 again. This was the demand zone that we discussed. ठीक है, did our target, हमारा जो target था short का वो complete हो गया. Target completed and it has now reversed. Now जो आपका last week high है, again it is closed almost at the highs. Okay, again if it continues to go up, the view will be bullish, and then we can expect the market to go and test this minimum. After that, we'll have to see what happens, but yeah, minimum, this is the target. So this also looks positive. Okay, the view is positive on this. That's why जब भी market 5-10% गिरे हमेशा खरीद लेना चाहिए. फिर आपका Dow Jones देखो, again very similar. Okay, went down, tested the demand zone. This was our target got hit. Now again it is showing positive. Daily chart also, if you see, काफी अच्छा रिवर्सल यहाँ से इसने पकड़ा हुआ है. Okay, should continue to go up again, this one also. So on view will be positive here too. ठीक है, सब यूरोप पे आते हैं.
Sorry to interrupt.
Am I audible? Is my audio
Yes,
clear?
yeah.
Thank you.
You have anything to ask?
No. Actually, I was facing issues with audio. Means even your voice was also not audible for
No
me
issues, no
earlier.
issues.
Yeah.
Great. Now, if you see German market, it has broken out of its consolidation zone. So ये range में था जिससे breakout हुआ नीचे गया हो. Okay, now this candle, if you see, it hasn't closed on the bottom, neither it has closed on the top, but it is still bearish. Okay, it's still bearish. And if you even see, यहाँ पे आपको एक बढ़िया सा trend line भी आपको दिख जाएगी. So for this particular market, the view will not be bullish. Okay, we'll have to wait and watch. इसमें अगर ये break भी होता है तो you cannot go long because it can break. ऊपर आपका फिर ये अब ये resistance की तरह काम करेगा तो it might break, go there, test it, come down, and then you'll have to see कि अगर higher top higher bottom बनता है then you can look to again buy. If not, then it can continue, it can again make a lower low and then can continue going down. So on German market, the view is mostly sideways to upward, but no clear cut signal to go long. यूके मार्केट देखो रेंज है, रेंज के बीच में मतलब अगेन ये ऊपर का टेस्ट करेगा फिर नीचे आएगा. सो अगेन इसमें कुछ नया नहीं है. दिस विल बी साइडवेज. ओके, top 50 euro stocks. Now it is at its resistance. Okay, this one if you see daily chart में resistance पे है, weekly chart देखो big pullback but still at its resistance. Okay, this one again you cannot say will it go up or down. Okay, if it goes above 40-50, then at that time you can assume that the downtrend is over, it will go up. Okay, but unless and until it breaches 40-50, it will remain sideways to downward. Okay, so this one also will put it on the sideways side. अब एशिया देखो, एशिया में जापान देखो, kind of a double bottom. ठीक है, reversal in place on daily. वीकली चार्ट पे भी देखो वेरी सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर. इसमें अब क्या होगा कि लास्ट वीक के हाई के ऊपर बहुत बुलिश है, लास्ट वीक के लो के ऊपर बेरिश है. तो अगेन इट डिपेंड्स ऑन विच साइड इज ब्रोकन और टेकन आउट फर्स्ट. If last week's high is taken out first, then it becomes bullish. It will go and test this line, green trend line. If it breaks down, then it will continue to go down and may reach to 23,000 levels also. But I really feel कि हो गया करेक्शन खत्म हो. It should mostly go up. यहाँ से अभी right now it is sideways, but the view is sideways to bullish. Okay. Hang Seng देखो very bearish, clearly दिख रहा है, closed on the downside. The only thing is it is at its kind of a support zone. Okay, so should mostly go down. This was our prediction also last week that it will go down, test this, has done that. Okay, now if it breaches this last week's low, then it can go and again test this earlier swing low. ये जो आपका level था, this will get tested before it goes up. So इसमें view clear cut negative है, but only if it breaks last week's low. That should happen mostly. China देखो still sideways, nothing new. Okay, so we'll keep it on the sideways to bullish. I'm putting it bullish mostly because this is very close to the demand zone. So anyone if has to take any trade in this would be a buy trade, not a sell trade. Okay, plus I guess Friday को ये भी positive ही था यार. A good reversal candle. Okay, बढ़िया अच्छा खासा एक बॉटम आपको मिल रहा है यहाँ पर सेम वॉक अगेन वॉक. So the idea should be to go long above Friday's high. Okay, so this one is bullish. So if you see overall globally, if you see apart from Hang Seng, everything else is looking bullish or sideways. So this week might be something where you see a little bit of upside on the indices. Yeah, ठीक है. Now अगर डॉलर इंडेक्स को देखते हैं, डॉलर इंडेक्स also very much in line to what the global indices are showing. ये इसका देखो आपका ये सप्लाई जोन है and now it has reversed from here. Okay, so dollar going down, good for equities market. Seems like dollar has made the top. This is the long term top, and once it breaches this, we can expect a long term bull market in the equity. Okay, so let's see. Friday low ke niche it continues, then high chances it will touch this zone, and if it even breaches this, then you can expect long term bottom on equities as formed and long term top on dollar as formed. So that is the reason जब भी market गिरे पैसे डालना चाहिए. You will never get a second chance. You will never know when is the bottom. Yeah. Anyway, so dollar index, the view is negative for this week, and that's again in line with what equities are showing. Okay. बाकी अब gold देखते हैं. Gold is also very similar, has almost looked like made a long-term top. Okay, after that it has reversed. देख रहे हो? अब अगर इसको कंटिन्यू करना होता तो ये कहीं यहाँ कहीं बंद होता. Now गोल्ड में अब क्या सीन है कि आपको अगर बाई करना है तो ये जो रीसेंट हाई बना है या तो इसके ऊपर जाएगा तब ये बुलिश होगा, उसके पहले ये या तो साइडवेज रहेगा या बेरिश रहेगा. सिमिलरली जो लास्ट वीक का लो है अगर उसके नीचे जाता है तो ये फिर बेरिश हो जाएगा बिकॉज इट विल कम इन दिस जोन एंड देन इट कैन कंटिन्यू टू गो डाउन. ओके, सो माय बेट विल बी मोस्टली ऑन द डाउन साइड. ओके, बट या लाइक आई सेड ओनली a trade I will take on gold short it only if it goes below last week's low. Okay, and this is again also very much in line with what we are seeing in equity markets. Crude also went up massively because of the war thing and all those stuff. Okay, but again closed on the lower end of it. पूरे week बढ़ा पर closing यहाँ पे हुई, which is again showing कि यहाँ fear is kind of subsiding. And now on crude also, if it breaks last week's low, if it breaks this zone, if it breaks that, the idea will be to go short on crude. If this zone breaks, the idea will be to go short on crude. Okay, कहाँ तक जा सकता है? You can just connect these lines. This will be the target. Okay, similarly long कब लोगे? Only if it closes above जो आपका ये recent high बना, but I don't think कि वो जाएगा. अगर ऊपर भी जाता है तो it might again go up, test this, but it will fall eventually. I don't really feel कि it will continue to go up even if you see काफी अच्छा setup है short करने के लिए. It's a very good setup, so short. Okay, so crude पे भी view रहेगा negative for this week. Okay, currency देखते हैं. Remain sideways. देखो इतना fall हुआ but still this currency just remain sideways, did not break. Okay, which shows that this whole down move is kind of now done and dusted, and we should very soon see an up move coming. Okay, so view on this will remain sideways to up. There is no up move right now that you see. That's why that I'm not asking to buy, but clearly it is not going to go down. That's how it looks. Similarly, Euro USD also, if you see dollar is falling, this is a good candle. It becomes a buy above last week's high. So on this also the view kind of remains sideways to up. USD INR again dollar अब गिरेगा तो this should fall. So if this is the, you see last week हमने बनाया था कि इस region में रहेगा USD INR, exactly it followed the same thing. Now next direction will come only once this one of these two lines is broken. ये अगर जाता है तो short, ये अगर जाता है तो long. High chances ये जाएगा क्योंकि dollar is looking weak. तो dollar गिरेगा तो this should be broken and it will go down. Right now I'm putting it in sideways because obviously it is in a range, but ये range हमें देखना है. Whichever side it breaks, that will be the side to bet upon. Yeah, mostly the downside should break. सेम ये भी ट्रेडिंग रेंज में है. जब तक दोनों में से एक साइड जाता नहीं है तब तक you cannot take a call, but high chances it will go up rather than going down. ठीक है. So overall market, if you see, all the markets are looking like they have made the bottom, okay, and are ready to make new highs. Okay, अब यहाँ से जो अब move start होगा, that should definitely take out the recent highs in all markets. So very right time to go long, okay, which was very much evident anyway in the price action last week. ठीक है, so just start buying guys. Even if देखो अब इस वीक के जो lows है ना, अगर वो break होते हैं, then we will see again massive correction. But ठीक है, it's okay to take such risk. होगा भी तो कितना होगा, ठीक है. So you guys should look at building your portfolios, putting money in mutual funds or whatever, wherever, however you invest. ठीक है. Any questions on the global outlook? Any doubts? चलो क्लियर है सबको. फिर निफ्टी पे आते हैं. तो निफ्टी में हमारा टारगेट था 16,100. जब यहाँ से हम गिरना शुरू किए थे तब से था. इट मेड दिस, देन इट वेंट अप हियर अगेन. दैट वाज अ लॉन्ग टर्म टारगेट दैट वाज गिवन 16,100. इफ यू सी 16,200 तो अचीव हो गया है, ठीक है. नाउ लुक्स लाइक Nifty is also done on the downside. Even if you see this whole movement is 1, 2, 3 waves. So corrective pattern almost like khatam haan, theek hai. It's almost done and dusted. Now, only if it breaks last week's low, then only we will look to go short. And I really think it's highly unlikely कि वो होने वाला है. अगर last week low जाता है, then you can expect something like a 15,500 का target. Okay? अगर last week का low गया तो सीधे फिर 15,500. ठीक है. सिमिलरली आई डोंट एक्चुअली फील कि वो होगा. मोस्टली व्हाट आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग निफ्टी टू गो अप, टेस्ट दिस 17,400 का लेवल, ओके, एंड देन अगेन कम डाउन, एंड दिस इज व्हाट आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग विल मोस्ट लाइकली हैपन. दिस इज माय व्यू on what's going to happen. Okay, that's how I'll be positioning myself and my major trades on this green line rather than this red one. If the red one happens, okay, fine, you will take all the shots with hedge, like I said, because right now there is no point taking new shots without hedging because your risk reward is not favorable. So अगर ये नीचे का लास्ट वीक का लो जाता है तो 15,500 टारगेट होगा. बट now is the time actually to look for longs. You are almost at the lower end of the swing lows and there is a good risk reward on the long side rather than on the short side. Yeah. So Nifty में अगर आप daily chart देखें, just to be a little bit more accurate, so all the people who are short, the moment you see Nifty closing above Friday's high, okay, or and if you have a better risk reward, if it goes above this gap, ये जो gap है आपका, अगर ये close होके उसके ऊपर जाता है, you should exit your shorts. Okay, those who are conservative can exit it above last week's low, last week's high, last Friday's high, but I think mostly ये तो आपको gap up में ही ये निकल जाएगा. Okay, now the next will be the gap. अगर इस gap के भी ऊपर close होता है, just see the first 5-minute candle. If the first 5 minutes candle is bullish, exit it then and then there. If the first 5-minute candle is bearish, keep a stop loss at the top of that first 5-minute, 10-minute or 15-minute candle and leave those shorts like that. Okay, अगर it comes down, then keep holding until it comes down, keeps coming down, keep trailing it. अगर आपका वो high चला जाता है, निकल लो. ठीक है. So that will be the trade plan for the shorts. Like I said, I'm already long also. मेरा तो चलो वहाँ पे ठीक है. एंड जो hedge किया हुआ है, मंडे मॉर्निंग अगर आपको गैप अप दिखता है, तो जो आपने hedge किया हुआ है वो तुरंत निकलना नहीं. निकलना तभी जब दोनों निकलना. डोंट एग्जिट ओनली वन ऑफ देम. ये नहीं कि प्रॉफिट बुक कर लेना और छोड़ देना लॉस वाला. ठीक है. Whenever you exit both of them together, unless and until I tell you otherwise. Okay, that depends on market condition. I'll anyway message that. Clear on Nifty, guys?
Ashutosh, so basically I don't have a short position in Nifty right now. So if it breaks the Friday ka high, can I look to go for the gap filling wala trade?
Yeah, you can look for that intraday में.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mostly that's what will happen. But अब मान लो यहाँ पे open होता है तो नहीं करोगे ना. मान लो if it opens here, your risk
Yeah,
on
obviously.
ठीक है. So again, just be a bit smart and where it is opening and accordingly take the trade. ठीक है. Anyone any doubts on this? Clear है सबको? Yeah.
So basically you're saying that in a way now the correction is over and now we are just looking at buy side trades for this week, yeah?
Yeah, unless the last week low holds, I will be looking to go and look for buy side trades specific to stock. Because Nifty, I will not go long. Okay. Swing trade, I'll not go long. I mean, I will not give you guys any kind of a long trades. Okay. I have taken myself long already, like I said, but that was mainly because of the fact that I have a better risk appetite. 1500 I can wait. Okay, and I don't think it is going to breach that, so that's why I went long and I took the mark. But for you guys, the idea is कि जब तक ये इसके ऊपर है, we should explore longs in intraday or in stocks if you are doing a swing trade, not in Nifty. Nifty may still, I will not give you guys swing trade on the long side. Okay, because though it is not short, but it is mostly sideways. Yeah, right now. So I will not yet give you. That might change on Monday. Monday को देखते हैं क्या होता है. Then that might change. But as of now, I'll not give you a swing trade on the long side. Okay, it mostly will be short-term intraday trades on the long side, but not a swing long trade. Okay.
Okay, got it.
So Nifty, but I will keep bullish as of now. Okay. Clearly, it is looking good to go up. Now banks देखते हैं. Last week we discussed that this was the range in which Bank Nifty was. If it breaches, it will go down. It breached this range here on Thursday and अच्छा खासा fall हुआ था Thursday को. अगर आप देखो तो almost आपका 1000 पॉइंट का 1000 या 1700 पॉइंट का आपका fall था. So if you would have followed this, you could have easily made 1700 points. But problem is mostly you guys don't follow. You just wait for me to tell you what to buy and sell, which is already all discussed though in the webinar, but still half of the जनता doesn't pay any heed to that. ठीक है, क्या कर सकते हैं? So now again, last Friday के high के ऊपर अगर बैंक निफ्टी जाता है, it will become an intraday long for target to this trend line. Okay, just that, and after that we'll see from here how it goes. Okay, but that will be your first target. If it goes above Friday's high, the target will be in this particular line will be your target. Okay, clear? So bank nifty, that is the trade. Friday high के ऊपर take a long for the target to this trend line. Okay, short कब लेना है? Short only below Thursday low. जो Thursday और week का लो जो वो मान लो, week के लो या Thursday के लो पे आपको लेना है short. ये अगर गया, इसके नीचे अगर जाता है, then only you will initiate short. Okay, only below this you will be initiating shorts. Between this there is no trade. Between this just a sideways. So क्या करना है, यहाँ पे buy करोगे, यहाँ sell करोगे. Above this buy to this trend line, below this sell. Okay, between this you have to trade on the extremes, यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे. That's how your trading will be. Clear on bank nifty, guys? Anyone, any questions? So anyway, bank nifty mostly I'll keep on the sideways side. मेरे को लग नहीं रहा है कि we'll get much of a movement in banks. Okay, mostly it should be sideways. In fact, high chances nifty also just remains sideways before actually breaking out. So Okay, but Nifty may actually this distance is very less. I'm expecting that will go, and mainly because overall, if you see globally, all the indices are very bullish. That's why I put Nifty on the bullish side. But banks are still, I'm expecting कि ये high जाएगा, but ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, and there is it might just go a little up and then continue to come down. If it test this, go up, test this, something like that. I'm expecting. So banks may I'll mostly position will be intraday sideways, while Nifty a bit more looking like bullish. Yeah, but still we'll have to see on weekday Monday how it turns out today. Any question, anyone?
So dollar
So what
price
if-
is dollar's price का भी impact रहेगा. So bank can also do good, right?
थिंग है ना कि ये मेरे को ऊपर ज्यादा जगह दिख नहीं रही है. ऊपर ये एक रेजिस्टेंस है, फिर एक ये रेजिस्टेंस है, तो bit difficult for banks to actually show a good movement. Okay, a real good movement will come above this point which I have marked. Okay, when that we'll discuss later in the weekday. अगर ये जाता है तो we'll discuss. But as of now, I don't see a very good movement. And dollar में देखो view is negative. Okay, but it might also happen ना कि it also just remains sideways. ये लो ब्रेक ही ना हो और ये इसी रेंज में रह जाए, राइट? So you never know. Similarly, अगर रुपी भी देखो, रुपी is actually sideways. रुपी तो है भी sideways. There is actually no trend. It is between these two lines. It's still sideways. Might continue to go down, but still it will be in a range. So and that's why I don't expect banks to actually show a very good trending move. And obviously, just the difference is कि bank Nifty is more volatile than Nifty. तो Nifty अगर अच्छा करती है bank Nifty तब भी 300-400 पॉइंट 500 पॉइंट तो देगी मूवमेंट. That's another thing. But on a bigger picture, I feel कि in banks where might not show such a trending move as Nifty might. ठीक है? Any question, anyone?
Sir, what is the trade plan if it opens sideways?
Sideways
For
में
example,
simple
near
होता है
the
यार,
trend, near this trend line.
So just see for the failure. If this fails, you sell it for target to this. First target will keep last Friday का लो, second target this Thursday का लो. यहाँ पे अगर खुलता है तो look to buy.
Okay.
हाँ, अब प्रॉब्लम है कि यहाँ पे खुलेगा तो आधी जनता पहले ही डरे में रहेगी, कह रही गैप डाउन गैप डाउन गैप डाउन. चलो देखते हैं आगे बाकी इंडाइसेस.
सर ये एक साइकोलॉजिकल इशू भी है ना, जैसे अगर हम एक गैप डाउन को ले फिर हमें लगता है कि ऑलरेडी 100 पॉइंट गिर गया निफ्टी और शॉर्ट नहीं जाना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता ना. लाइक
सब कुछ नहीं होता, it doesn't matter.
वी शुड जस्ट मार्क आवर लेवल्स. कितना गिरा है फर्क नहीं पड़ता, उसके नीचे और कितना भी गिर सकता है. लाइक दैट्स जस्ट अ साइकोलॉजी.
Exactly, you never know anything. पहले से सोच के नहीं रखना चाहिए कि ऐसा है. Depends all after that bell rings what is happening. Anyway, so देखो फार्मा में भी अगर देखोगे, so this was the trend line pharma was following, went down, touched it. Now the idea for you should be to go long, because now if it goes above the last Friday high, mostly it will go and touch the upper end now before coming down. So pharma में I'll be bullish above Friday high. Yeah. Metals अगर देखते हैं, so again metals में भी देखो sideways है, almost a lower range है. ठीक है, ये डिमांड जोन हमने बनाया, but you can also, anyone can argue that this is also a equally good demand zone. ठीक है, these things are very, यहाँ पे support, यहाँ पे support, इधर almost support, यहाँ पे भी support. So this is a equally good demand zone. So metals are already sideways. Okay, sideways में यहाँ से नीचे के लेवल को टेस्ट करके ऊपर गया तो mostly it should first test the upper level, and then there only you can decide whether it is going to go up or again will come down. So on metals also view remains bullish above Friday's high. IT में देखो तो very similar. Again, this was the channel it was following, went below it. Okay, trapped shorts, came up. Now if it goes above Friday's high, then again on this you can expect it to first test the upper end of the channel before going down. So again, now this I'll put it in sideways because not a very clear cut, this candle. Okay, it can actually go upper bhi, niche bhi, or more distance is good. There is a 50-50% chance for both bulls and bears. Okay, but the view is very clear. Friday high ke upar long, Friday low ke niche short. Okay, that's how this index is positioned as of now. FMCG again, last week we discussed it is bullish only if it goes above Friday's high. It never went above that, went below, should have taken a shot, came down, took support from this trend line, recovered. Now it is sideways, close above. Friday high will make it positive for a target to this trend line. Close below Thursday's low will keep it negative. Okay, but right now it's clearly sideways. Yeah, no trend. रियलिटी देखो अगेन वेरी सिमिलर. अगर आप इसको वीकली में देखो ज्यादा अच्छे से समझ में आएगा. तो इसी went down, trapped, almost is closing near the demand zone. Daily chart में if you see, it is should close near this trend line. Yeah. So now the reality is also something which is looking bullish, but as dicey. It's not very clear cut bullish. It might again continue to go down because there is a resistance of this particular trend line. Even if it breaks above that, there is a resistance here. Okay, so on reality also we'll put it on the sideways side, not very clear cut bullish as of now. Finance again, they go very similar to Bank Nifty. Okay, broke this range. Okay, broke this range. One should have taken short here. Okay, after that it again went up. If you didn't book your shorts profit, then you should have booked it on your trailing stop loss. Now it closed above this, almost near this particular trend line. So on this also, the idea will be, the view will be sideways, not bullish, because अगर इसके ऊपर जाता है, almost it is near the trend line का resistance. Okay, so you cannot right away go and take a long. So we'll have to see for additional information. अगर इसके ऊपर निकलता है, so we'll have to see कि उसके बाद क्या ये higher top बनाता है, higher bottom बनाता है. In that case, you should buy near the higher bottom. First higher bottom you see for a target minimum to this. अगर यहाँ से resistance लेके गिरना शुरू करता है, in that case you should look to go short. अगर से यहाँ पर एक खुलता है, resistance लेता है, गिरना शुरू करता है, first target should be this, second target should be this. So that's how we'll have to trade finance. But as of now, both are equally possible. That's why I'm keeping this again in sideways. Almost सब में देखो similar चीजें हैं. Same media भी sideways. Auto clearly sideways. Okay, auto is very clearly sideways. Okay, last week we expected this to hold. It didn't hold. It actually went down below that. Should have taken short there. Okay, now at this juncture, if it goes above this high, it might go this and test this particular supply zone now, and again come down. Mostly that should happen. Let's see what happens. ठीक है, so ये आपका resistance है यहाँ पे. इसके ऊपर जाता है, not a very good risk reward. So actually I will never ask you to go long here. Okay, now if it goes above this also, in that case it can continue and touch this. Okay, so all depends on how this resistance behaves. If at this resistance it is reversing, you should go and take short. If at this resistance it continues to go up, you should look for long. And almost this is a similar story in all of them. किसी में भी देख लो, almost similar story है. ठीक है, हर index में similar story. So निफ्टी का भी अगर देखो सेम ऑलमोस्ट स्टोरी है. लाइक आई सेड, नीले आस्क्ड कि अगर ये इसके ऊपर खुलता है, अगर यहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस लेता है, In that case, you should look to go short again for this target, right? निफ्टी में भी सिमिलर कहानी, अगर खुले ऊपर जाए यहाँ रेजिस्टेंस लेके रिवर्सल लेते, then you should look to go short. फिर ये मत सोचना कि यहाँ पे लॉन्ग बोला गया है. In that case, you should look to go short. But similarly, अगर खुलता है ऊपर जाता है और ये भी ब्रेक करके कंटिन्यू रहता है, it makes a higher top, higher bottom. In that case, you should look to go long. So it all depends how market behaves on Monday. That is the side you have to trade basis how the market is behaving. Clear, guys? Any questions here?
Sir,
Doubt mat rakhna.
how can we get signs of reversal? How do we know it is
reversal here?
Okay.
There is a trend line. From trend line, there is a rejection. That's a sign of reversal. Right? Like here, this is not a sign of reversal.
Right.
This is a bullish candle. Okay, so it can very well go up. So you know actually it is going down only on this candle. This is where you short on this particular candle. And actually still you make money. But here it is very clear. This is the trend line. There is a resistance. And there is a good red candle here. So that's where you go short. Similarly, that's the case here. Yeah.
Right.
Went up here. From here, it got a rejection. You should have sold here. Okay. Anyway, so clear, guys? Any question on any of the indices? So you have to be a bit careful. You have to see whether there is a weakness. If there is a weakness, you go short. Okay, if it continues to go above the resistances, that's the case you can look to go long. But the idea should be trading करो या ना करो, अभी invest करना शुरू कर दो. Trading चाहे करना ना करना, but पैसे डालना शुरू कर दो portfolios में, mutual funds में. But even if it comes down, this is a very big range. It might be very much possible कि अगर ये नीचे भी आता है, again it just tests this level and just continues to stay there. It won't go down. Or just goes down a little bit more, traps more shorts. Okay, थोड़ा सा नीचे आ जाए, थोड़े shorts trap करे and फिर वापस एक बढ़िया move मिल जाए. So, you know, this is very, if this is not the bottom, I can tell you one thing for sure, if it is not the bottom, it is very close to bottom. So don't try to catch the bottom, try to start investing right now for long-term portfolios, long-term stocks, start buying them. And like I said, if your capital is low, risk appetite is low, avoid trading for next 1.5 week mostly. Okay, next 1.5 week, because whenever there is a change in trend, if there is, this is how our market is going. The trend change that happens, it is not very sudden, and you know that the trend has changed only after it has actually changed. Okay, because even after this fall, people will look to go long. Yeah, it's only here when you get to know that there is a lower top, and then you realize that the trend has changed. Okay, so until here, no one knows if it is a trend change here, okay, or it is the continuation, or whether you should go long here or whether you should look to go short here. So no one knows that. So right now, again, if your capital is low, look to trade only intraday for next 1.5 week. Once the trend change is totally evident, okay, clear, you start seeing higher top, higher bottoms in place, that's when you should look to take swing trades. Okay, that's why I'm not giving you guys swing trades. I'm giving you guys only intraday trades as of now. Now, if you have good capital, in that case, yeah, and you have good risk appetite, look to go long, because like I said, if this is not the bottom, it is very much closer to the bottom. Okay, so a long can be initiated with April and May futures. Very easily you can initiate a long. Yeah, but only to do that you need a good risk appetite and a good capital, which I don't think most people have here. So that's why I'm saying restrict yourself to intraday trades. Okay, in stocks, if we will see, in stocks we might find some good swing trades, but index mein restrict yourself to intraday trades until and unless you see clear cut reversal signals. Okay, any doubt, guys?
So can we sell triangles? तो
Can you sell
16,800 16,200 में
Sell what?
स्ट्रैंगल
क्यों स्ट्रैंगल कब सेल करते हो बताओ?
सर वोलेटिलिटी हाई है which is now likely to come down प्रीमियम्स हाई है अभी
वोलेटिलिटी हाई हो प्लस तुम्हें पता हो रेंज बाउंड रहेगा तब यहाँ पे क्या रेंज रखोगे अगर सेल करोगे तो स्ट्रैंगल बताओ?
सर 16,800 and 16,200
और 16,800 गया अगर तो कहाँ पे स्टॉप लॉस रखोगे या रखे रहे विल कीप होल्डिंग?
सर ये नहीं पता
फिर मत करो स्ट्रैंगल। ऑप्शन स्ट्रेटजी जितनी अच्छी होती है उतनी देखो एक चीज मैं बता दे रहा हूँ फॉर पीपल हु वांट टू यूज ऑप्शन स्ट्रेटजी unless and until you are a person who has patience to hold until the day of expiry, you should not be creating option strategies. An option strategy gives you money only 1, 2, 3 days before expiry. You get the biggest money. Until then, you will not have much profits to see. And mostly problem क्या है, लोगों में patience नहीं होता उतना to have hold those positions. Secondly, when you create an option strategy, it's not always about the maximum profit and the maximum loss. You should also see the drawdown. During the trade, what will be your maximum drawdown? And that's the basis on which you should take the call whether you should initiate that strategy or not. कोई भी strategy हो सकता है कि तुम्हारा 10,000 profit हो और 25,000 का loss हो something like that. बट अगर तुम ड्रॉडाउन देखोगे किसी में 70,000 का होता है, अब वो बीच में तुम्हें 70,000 दिखा तो यू शुड हैव द कैपेसिटी कि हाँ अगर 70,000 का लॉस दिख रहा है स्टिल आई विल होल्ड. ओके, if you exit at that point then you actually end up making that loss, right? So option strategy you should initiate only if you are very clear that yes, these are the levels until which I will keep. You see people on Twitter posting profits, big profits. Now I don't find that very attractive, but at the same time I can tell you one thing, those people are able to make money only because they are very disciplined. 5 करोड़ 6 करोड़ की कैपिटल में 3 लाख प्रॉफिट बनाना बड़ी बात नहीं है. बड़ी बात उसमें पता है क्या है, कुछ इंसान को ये पता है कि मेरा अगर 50,000 से ज्यादा लॉस हो तो मुझे निकल जाना है. बिकॉज सेलिंग ऑप्शंस द बिगेस्ट रिस्क इज यू नॉट बीइंग एबल टू बुक लॉस एट द राइट टाइम. While buying option, even if you leave it, the maximum you lose is what you have invested. Selling options, you can lose so much because there is no limit if something goes wrong. So those trades only those people should take who have patience, who know exactly where they are going to exit or exactly where they are going to enter. Unless you know that, don't create strangles and straddles. Do that only if you have that much discipline to exit when the time comes, and not exit also very early. Okay, so expectations are clear and then you trade with that, else just leave it. Okay, anyway guys, 3:51 हो रहे हैं. Let's take 15-minute break. 4-5 पे मिलते हैं, ठीक है? And then we discuss the stocks. हाँ ऋषभ बोलो.
सर इसमें we don't see RSI divergence anywhere. जबकि you told us कि whenever trend change होने वाला था you see an RSI divergence.
हाँ, clear. तो
अब यहाँ पे this here we don't see any, ना weekly पे ना daily पे.
यहाँ पे ना, हाँ तो अभी नहीं दिख रहा है ना, लेकिन ये हो सकता है ना कि ये तुम्हारा आ जाए. मैंने इसीलिए तो बोला कि if this is not the bottom, this is very close to the bottom. And that's why I'm not giving you guys any kind of a swing trade. मैंने कोई swing trade बोला तुम लोगों को? नहीं. I just said कि go long if this goes, go short if this goes. Between this, I also don't know what will happen. That in that point, I'll only trade the extremes. यहाँ पे short, यहाँ पे buy, यहाँ पे short, यहाँ पे buy. इसके ऊपर buy, इसके नीचे sell. अगर ये गया तो I'm expecting कि यहाँ पे एक divergence मुझे दिख जाएगा. And that's why I said कि if this is not the bottom, it is very close to bottom. Is there anything
Right.
else that you missed or you think I said wrong? Any doubt? देखो मैंने कभी नहीं बोला कि you go long. Let me be very clear. If anyone has received the message that I'm saying that you should go long, please, I'm again clarifying, this is the time for you to create long-term portfolio, but I am no way saying that you should go long. Going long or going short is dependent on few things which we discussed. I'm not going to repeat again, just watch the video again if you are not yet clear. But I'm no way saying you should go long. I'm just saying the bottom is either done or we are near it. So creating a long-term portfolio definitely makes sense. While on the trading horizon, if you have to go long or short, totally depends on how the market is behaving on Monday, and refer to the discussion that we have just had. Yeah. Don't have any confusion here. Anyone, any doubts still?
Hey, sir, it's fine. Yeah.
Great. So now we'll meet at 4:05 and then we discuss the stocks. Okay. So let's take 5-10 minutes break. See you guys in 15 minutes almost.
Yeah.
Okay. See you. Hello everyone. Everyone back? Let's start then. चलो आईटी से ही शुरू करते हैं. गाइस स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक ट्रेड्स पे ध्यान दिया करो क्योंकि उसमें सबसे ज्यादा पैसे बनते हैं. इफ यू कैच द राइट स्टॉक्स यू मेक सो मच मनी. एंड व्हेन वी आर डिस्कसिंग इसी टाइम पे अपने लिए 2 3 4 स्टॉक सेलेक्ट कर लो. ओके एज पर योर लाइकिंग. अगर बाद में टाइम नहीं मिलता हो तो रियल टेक में कुछ नहीं है ऐसे करने को. और यार कोफोर्थ में लग तो रहा है कि it's done with the downward move now. It's actually looking really good. IT is looking good here, guys. After this massive fall, now it looks like IT has completed its correction. ये अभी ट्रेड मिलना थोड़ा मुश्किल है इसमें. देखो इस वीक ट्रेड आपको कम मिलेंगे बिकॉज वी हैव सीन अ न्यू लो एंड अ रिवर्सल. सो जो ट्रेड मिलेंगे भी उसमें आपका स्टॉप लॉस बड़ा रहेगा. सो we'll have very few good trades in this week. Focus on this discussion. विप्रो में भी फिलहाल कुछ नहीं है. नौकरी Naukri and Coforge are looking like their correction is done. Naukri and Coforge are looking like the correction is done. In fact, Naukri I will look to go long above Friday high. इसको बाई डाल देते हैं. ये खरीदने के लिए अच्छा लग रहा है. Naukri above Friday high should be looked for buying. Infosys, TTS, TCS. टीसीएस को भी अगर आप देखोगे तो ये इसका लॉन्ग टर्म एक तरह से बॉटम है जो इसने ऑलरेडी वहां टच करके उसको रिवर्स कर लिया है. ओके बट येट टीसीएस में अभी तुरंत लॉन्ग नहीं लिया जाता बिकॉज माइट बी पॉसिबल एक बार और टेस्ट हो बिफोर वी गो लॉन्ग, सो टीसीएस विल कीप इन वॉच लिस्ट Oracle. So guys, the IT is looking very good. Abhi I'm not giving trade, but mid-week mostly I will give you guys some trade in IT. We might get some very good trades in IT for good 15, 20, 25% kind of upside. Okay. Right now I'm not giving trade in IT, but yeah, Naukri is the only buy in IT. Rest nothing is that clear. So let's wait. Midweek देखते हैं.
So a question है,
Hmm.
so Naukri में you said long above Friday high, so the stop loss should be Friday's low, right?
नहीं,
The Thursday low.
नहीं. कौन पूछ रहे क्वेश्चन? अभिषेक पूछ रहे हो ना?
हाँ, yes sir.
सिमिलर क्वेश्चन लास्ट वीक पूछा था तुमने. लास्ट ईयर का वेबिनार देखो, लास्ट वीक का सेम क्वेश्चन पूछा था, सिमिलर.
सर मैंने आपसे वो टीसीएस के बारे में पूछा था एंड
नहीं,
देन
बट वे ऑफ ट्रेडिंग रिमेन सेम.
अच्छा, तो यू आर सेइंग कि इट विल द स्टॉप लॉस विल बी फ्राइडेज हाई द डिपेंडिंग ऑन द कैंडल, राइट?
Stop loss will be on the candle which you go
Correct.
high long on.
अच्छा हाँ, ठीक है, राइट.
Okay, whether it is 5, 10, 15, whatever. So यार एक बार याद रखो चीजें.
यस सर.
ठीक है. Just remember things once you are told.
हाँ, राइट.
Anyway, so Vedanta. वेदांता लोगों ने खरीदा या नहीं दिस वीक? किसी ने खरीदा? लॉन्ग टर्म पोर्टफोलियो में ऐड किया?
हाँ सर, खरीदा वेदांता, अच्छे प्राइस पे मिला है.
गुड. वेदांता अच्छा पैसा देगा, तो ये भी एक था जो हमने खरीदा. ये
वेदांता
वेदांता तो देखो साल भर में ना 700 पहुंच जाएगा ये. It will be a buy above Friday high, guys. Vedanta. And target will be your recent swing high 385 का.
ये पूरा मार्केट जब भी गिरा था 2 दिन पहले, तभी भी वेदांता का जो होल्डिंग्स है दैट
वो
वाज
प्रॉफिट में ही था.
हाँ, प्रॉफिट में था.
I know. Vedanta is very good stock यार. Very good. बस वेदांता में कोर्ट केस वाला एक चक्कर ना, दैट इज द ओनली फियर आई हैव, क्योंकि इसके इतने लिटिगेशन चल रहे हैं ना इस कंपनी के. बट दैट्स द ओनली हेडेक आई हैव ऑन वेदांता. नहीं तो इसका बुक इतना अच्छा है, 9 गुड एसेट्स, लो कॉस्ट ऑफ द स्टॉक. द स्टॉक शुड एक्चुअली बी 800
मैंने अभी
900 right
राजस्थान
now.
में एक जगह पे और जो है ना अपने ये ऑयल के लिए और सर्च किया है, इसको मिला है अभी बाड़मेर में.
वेरी गुड कंपनी है वेदांता. इज वेरी गुड रन कंपनी. कोल इंडिया फिलहाल तो कुछ नहीं है इसमें भी देने लायक.
अरे ये स्टील अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया सेल कैसा है लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए?
लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए सारे मेटल स्टॉक अच्छे हैं, कोई भी उठा लो लॉन्ग टर्म में. बेस्ट इज वेदांता, नेशनल एल्यूमिनियम. एल्यूमिनियम रिलेटेड स्टॉक्स आर बेटर तो से हिंडाल्को. स्टील इज अ बिट, steel is also good, but aluminium is better because aluminium, my view is it will go much higher than where it is. Steel has already run up a lot, so it will also go higher, but not that much. So stocks like Tata Steel, JSW Steel, Jindal Steel, they would be something. अगर मुझे मेटल में 100 रुपए डालने हैं तो 40 रुपए टाटा स्टील, जिंदल और JSW में डालूंगा, 60 रुपए वेदांता, हिंडाल्को, नेशनल एल्यूमिनियम में डालूंगा. So guys, NMDC will also be a buy above Friday's high. टाटा स्टील में बहुत क्लियर कट पैटर्न है. This is also a buy above Friday's high, and you can keep your target to this. जहाँ तक अभी ये जाए.
टाटा स्टील और ये ट्रेडिंग परस्पेक्टिव या फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए?
So अभी whatever we are discussing is for trading.
ठीक.
Weekly outlook. Hindalco I already have went long. I'll not give you guys long because I bought it here. Already has moved up a lot. JSW will also be a long above Friday's high.
एक इन जनरल क्वेश्चन है कि अडानी नेट, अडानी इंटरप्राइजेस कैसे है लॉन्ग टर्म पर्सपेक्टिव, क्योंकि इनके काफी न्यूज में आते हैं, इनके प्रीवियसली काफी अच्छे रिटर्न दिए एकदम शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन में.
Yeah, but yeah, Adani means I don't have anything negative to say about it, but positive side with the only thing I feel is positive about Adani Enterprises that it has the name Adani. That's the only thing I see on the positive side, and that's why I will never buy this stock in my portfolio because like Adani Group is doing good because BJP is in power.
Yeah,
And I don't want to make long-term investment basis of political parties. Right. Now, I don't have anything negative on this stock, but the positive side is only that its name is Adani, that's it. So that's why I will not buy it on the portfolio. I might buy it for trading, but portfolio money. Portfolio, I prefer to have stocks, and I'm okay missing out on a big rally. Because these the stocks with double, triple might happen. कि वापस बीजेपी पावर में आ जाए और ये 4 गुना हो जाए. But I'm okay missing out on something like that. Yeah. Rather, I will try and invest in long term on a stock which I believe is good because of the company's parameters, not because of the owner and
Yeah,
who
makes
is in
sense.
power. So Adani and all I don't have, I'll never buy for my portfolio. आज तक हमने पांचे कितनी बार मैंने पोर्टफोलियो दिया. I don't remember ever I have given any Adani company.
Yeah, you never gave. Yeah.
Never buy. Stocks ऐसे होने चाहिए which are good because the company's fundamentals are good. There are few things which I never buy. One is telecom in my portfolio. Never you will see any telecom company in my portfolio. Okay. Then you'll never see any airline company in my portfolio. You will never see such almost जो भी news making kind of stocks होते हैं, I don't think you would ever find them in my portfolio. Very less.
So, but once we discussed, I think some 2-3 months back, like Adani Ports is a stock that we might
It's a
see
good
at some
stock.
1500 or
Yeah.
1600.
Yes, my double from here.
Yeah.
But my conviction on that particular stock being doubling is also mostly because of the reason it's an Adani stock, and out of all Adani stocks, it's the most undervalued. That is the reason. It's not because I feel the company is undervalued. It's because I feel कि हाँ बाकी अडानी stocks इतना भागे ये नहीं भागा है उतना. So that is the reason I feel कि हाँ it will double. But it's not because I feel कि हाँ Adani Port is a super duper stock. So the reasoning is a bit different. Anyway, by the way, Balakrishna Industries is a sell below Friday low. Okay. फ्राइडे थर्सडे जो भी दोनों में से जो भी जो लो नीचे है उसके नीचे सेल है. ओके टर्म में प्रॉब्लम एक तो ये होती है कि इफ यू बाय समथिंग इन लॉन्ग टर्म and it is wrong, you end up actually losing everything because you don't know when to exit. And most people don't follow also, even if it is told. Guys, Bajaj Auto will be a sell below Thursday's low. Okay, not below Friday low. So जब तक Thursday low नहीं जाता है, don't panic, don't worry, don't ask me. Sorry, but हो जाना चाहिए तब तो. Stoke Leyland will also be a sell below Thursday's low.
इसका लॉट साइज काफी बड़ा है.
Yes, वैसे मेरा already short है Stoke Leyland. Actually मैंने यहाँ शॉर्ट किया था और मैंने ये प्रॉफिट बुक करना भूल गया मैं. फिर ऊपर आ गया. Now I have traded to my cost, but I am still holding it. इतने ट्रेड्स हो जाते हैं कभी कभी याद ही नहीं रहता है.
टाटा मोटर थर्सडे के दिन मैंने बाय किया था लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए होल्डिंग्स.
Yeah, good. Keep it. हो जाएगा बनी. आई एम टोटली कॉन्फिडेंट कि ये हो गया बस टाटा मोटर्स का कॉल. आई हैव आल्सो बॉट इट. डोंट थिंक इट विल गो बिलो दिस. इफ इट गोज बिलो दिस फिर बड़ा लो, काफी नीचे जाएगा. So guys, Tata Motors will be a buy above Friday's high.
वापस जहाँ शुरू हुआ था वहीं पे चल जाएगा 300 के आसपास.
हाँ, अगर उसके नीचे आता है तो. So एक बाई, बाकी सब शॉर्ट है, कंडीशनल है सारे. कब करना है, just review them and accordingly you have to keep some of them in your watch list and go short or long. HDFC Bank. Good. तो यार इसमें कुछ नहीं है, लॉन्ग लिया जा सकता है, बट एक्चुअली आई refrain from going long as of now. Will keep it and watch this, बताता हूँ मैं. Let's leave it for now. Access. Banks, yeah, let's leave it. Banks, maybe I don't see any very clear-cut signal, so we'll leave it. Dr. Reddy will be a buy of Friday's high. Lupin पे ध्यान देना. If you see weakness, sell it without thinking. Strength होगा तो buy नहीं करना है, we'll see. Okay, but if you see weakness from this trend line, just sell it. सोचे बिना. Okay. Oro Pharma will be a buy above Friday's high.
So which one do you think better, Oro Pharma or Dr. Reddy?
Just see on that 5-minute candle, which has a better risk reward.
Okay.
Same with Sun Pharma, it's a buy above Friday's high. Divi's is also a buy above Friday's high. So many buys are in pharma.
Yeah, Biocon gave really good results. Biocon 2 दिन में ना उधर
Biocon में अभी कोई trade नहीं है. Biocon I cannot buy. It's mostly if I see it, this is a sideways kind of it. Yeah, this is the range. ये ऊपर का range है, नीचे का range है.
per lot 40-50,000 per day. जब fall हुआ था तो short था.
Yeah. उस समय तो short अपने लिया था ना, last week low के नीचे हमें short करना था.
Right.
Could have easily made this money. This was the trade given last week. Easily था 35-40 हजार बनते इसमें. But अभी इस week के लिए, अब जैसे आपने यहाँ पे short किया, ये आपका range खत्म हुआ. अगर आपने यहाँ पे long लिया तो फिर तो ठीक है. नहीं लिया तो अभी फिलहाल कोई trade नहीं. Now you should wait for it to first go here. That's where you will again look at trading.
Okay.
FMCG not looking good.
Sir, auto sector में I forgot to mention, like Tata Motors में हम लोग when we saw that there was a very big wick below, that was means it came to 405, but that was on a 1 minute candle. Like 1 minute candle पे ही एक बहुत बड़ा wick बना के it went up. So was it a bug or something? I don't know. 20 points का wick ही बना था.
I don't know. I don't want to know. 1 मिनट में बना या 30 सेकंड में बना, कुल मिला के वहां पे किसी ने बाई करा, ठीक है, दैट्स द ओनली थिंग आई एम कंसर्न्ड अबाउट। अब वो बंदे ने 1 सेकंड में करा या 2 साल लग गए उसे करने में, हाउ
And
डज इट
we
मैटर?
means मतलब उसको legit रख सकते हैं, मतलब is it
It's legit, yeah.
consider
It
कर
is on
सकते
the,
हैं? Okay.
no, it's not. Whatever is on chart is legit. Everything on chart is correct. I don't think we are that much qualified to discard any information on a chart. चार्ट पे आपको प्राइस तभी दिखता है जब वहां पे कोई ट्रांजैक्शन हुआ हो, और वो हर जगह दिख रहा है। इट्स नॉट ओनली ऑन ट्रेडिंग व्यू। बग तब होता है कि जब ज़ीरोधा पे दिखता, अब स्टॉक्स में नहीं दिखता, ट्रेडिंग व्यू पे दिखता, आईक्यून पे नहीं दिखता। इट्स एवरीवेयर, दैट मींस दैट्स अ लेजिट ट्रेड। Guys, Ramco will be a sell below Thursday's low, ठीक है। Guys, देखो बर्जर पेंट है, paint stock react ulta of what crude does. Now on crude, we are expecting mostly it will go down. So this might use mostly should go up. Okay. So if you see a close above Friday's high, okay, you should look to go long on Berger paint. But at the same time, if you see a close below Friday low, at that time you should look to go short. Okay, so both are important. तो इसमें देख लेना जिस साइड पहले जाएगा, you should take the trade in that direction. I'm keeping it in just wait watch list. We'll have to decide according to which direction goes first. Amen. Okay. ये तो हो गया होगा, ऑलमोस्ट हो गया। Not very many great trades here, guys, this week. The Unilever will be a very good sell below Thursday's low. Don't miss it. If it goes below Thursday's low, sell it. Because Bata is a buy, but it's a bit risky, so not for everyone. But you can buy it above 1845 or Friday's high. Friday high के ऊपर Bata will be a buy. Okay, it's a bit risky one, so not for everyone. And these are some stocks which you, if you are buying buy in options also, you can buy it in options because they are very volatile. The movement is big, so you get good money. हाँ तो मैं अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ही आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट पीपल आर नॉट वेरी केयरफुल विद देयर लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट लाइक जी में हमने लॉन्ग लिया था यहाँ पे, फिर हमने वापस जब नीचे आया था फिर हमने यहाँ पे लॉन्ग लिया था 270 290 एवरेज प्राइस समझो 280 एंड आई टोल्ड पीपल कि ये जब जाएगा एग्जिट करना है. नाउ टेल मी हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू एक्चुअली एग्जिटेड जी?
Done, exited.
You
I'm
exited
still
okay.
holding.
Why?
I just thought that अभी जाएगा वापस ऊपर.
बस यही तो चक्कर में जाते हैं, लॉस से ज्यादा. तो कोई आगे कान में थोड़ी ना बोलेगा कि नहीं एग्जिट करो.
एग्री. वो था लिखा हुआ था नोट्स में, बट वो नहीं हुआ एग्जिट वहां से.
फायदा नहीं है ना नोट्स में लिखने का अगर फॉलो ना कर पाओ तो. सो गाइस देखो जील में, and this is the problem with people, like everyone, no one wants to book loss, but I can tell you one thing, unless you become disciplined in booking your losses, unless you start booking your losses, you will never be profitable in life. If you want to be profitable, you will have to learn to book your losses at the right time. Normally people book loss जब मतलब अब उनके पास कोई ऑप्शन बचता ही नहीं है. That's the time when usually people book loss. जब या तो लॉस बहुत बड़ा हो चुका होता है या कुछ नहीं किया जा सकता, तब जाके लोग लॉस बुक करते हैं. So don't do that. Once you have decided something, please learn to follow it. Else you will not make money. You can just keep it in writing from it. Not possible. So Zeal now guys will continue to go down, what I believe. Okay. And if it goes below 218, very easily 180 is where we will be targeting. This gap will mostly get filled up. Okay, so looking very negative. Yeah, so I have also exited my long-term position. अच्छा था, 40 रुपए का लॉस हुआ instead of a big loss. I made चाहे अब देखो अब इसके बाद अगर ये ऊपर आ जाता है that's fine. It's okay, that's not a problem. But point I'm trying to make is कि once you have decided something, you should learn to follow it. ठीक है? Now this is the channel right now. It is falling. It's very much possible कि ये ऊपर आ जाए फिर इसके. But will I keep holding it? No. I'll wait for it. If I see in future some good signal to go long, yeah, definitely why not? But as of now, for me, there is no point holding Zeal in long term. Okay.
So why did we go long? Because it was making a higher low, a lower high and a lower low. Yet we went long on this big green candle.
See,
in
my
January.
expectation was this was a good demand zone which held it for so long, which it broke and then made a green candle. So for me, it looked like a trap. Okay, that's why I went long. Secondly, it also filled up this gap, which was not filled up for very long. Okay, so it also filled up that, and that because of all these reasons, we went long. Okay, plus obviously ownership change and all, which were fundamentally good for Z. So fundamental side also was good. Now the problem happened, like I said, ki this was still the stop loss. See, whenever I buy, however good, there has to be a limit, and this was the stop loss because all the logic was dependent on this factor कि हाँ ये बंद हो गया, यहाँ पे ट्रैप है, but उसके बाद भी अगर ये फेल हो जाता है, तो obviously that means कि it's in a long term bear trend then, which happened, and that's why I exited over here. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway, so Zeal I have exited, no trade on it by the way. And एक और बात, Zeal में जितना मैंने लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट में निकाला मेरा, उससे ज्यादा मेरा ऑलरेडी मैं आई बुक प्रॉफिट जस्ट बाय सेलिंग इट ओवर हियर. Once it went down over here, I sold it. I already made money which I lost much more than 40 पॉइंट का लॉस हुआ ओवर कितना था 6,400 क्वांटिटी था मेरे पास. और यहाँ पे मैंने सेल किया 240 पे, ऑलरेडी बुक्ड हाफ ऑफ इट, हैव ट्रेल्ड हाफ टू द कॉस्ट. कितना 10 लॉट 30,000 15,000 क्वांटिटी आई ऑलरेडी बुक्ड. सो you see how trading can actually help you make money. So already made money also on this. Jitna loss was already more than that recovered, so not a problem. Anyway, PVR, nothing to do. और रियलिटी में देखते हैं, ट्रेड्स बहुत कम मिलेंगे वैसे इस वीक. मार्केट इज एट ऑल टाइम लो. IBReal was a sell last week also. See how much it has fallen, almost 15 से 16% ये गिरा था इस week. It will still be a seller below Thursday's low. Below Thursday's low, this will be a sell. Same Godrej property will also be a sell below Thursday's low. Godrej property will sell now. This is also sell here, guys. Godrej property. DLF. Look at Suntech. Let's focus on Suntech also. If you see any weakness, this will be a very good sell. Okay, putting it in watch list, but keep it on your focus. This is really might end up being a good sell call. Okay, if you see any weakness, sell it. LNT will be a sell below Thursday's low. Oh my God. PFC was a sell last week. Also, we gave the sell below this line. Already it's in a good profit. Continue to trail it. New people can again sell it below Friday's low. Okay, it's a good one. एक मिनट guys, रुक जाओ जरा. Just give me a minute. SBI Life will also be a sell below Thursday's low. PL nothing. SDFC nothing. SDFC MC nothing. SDFC Life nothing. HDFC Life will also be a sell below Thursday's low. ICICI Pro will also be a sell below Thursday low. So guys, एक चीज ध्यान देना, जो भी sell calls हैं इसमें most of them are very conditional. Okay, so just don't see there is a sell call, that's why you go and sell it. Don't do that. Okay, wait for the market to actually meet those conditions and then only take the positions. Just don't go ahead and sell it as a. Okay, so just keep note of all that. Well, actually PFC मेरा काफी बड़ा पोजीशन है, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा एक मिनट रुक जाओ, मार्क कर दूं ऐसा. चलो. Nothing. लाल पैथला देखो लास्ट वीक भी सेल कॉल दिया था वापस, इट वर्क वेरी फैंटास्टिकली वेल. लास्ट वीक आई गेस पहली बार ऐसा हुआ था कि सिर्फ सेल कॉल दिए थे मैंने, एक भी बाई कॉल नहीं था, राइट, पिछली वीक में. यू सी हाउ मार्केट हैज रिएक्टेड, एवरीथिंग नेगेटिव.
सर इस वीक इतने हम लोग बायस नहीं है, राइट? लाइक दिस वीक यू आर सेइंग इट कुड बी मोर साइडवेज एंड वी हैव टू लुक एट मोर मार्केट behavior.
This way, if you see, it's kind of equal number of buys and sells, so
Correct.
which is very much was what our expectation. Nifty में भी इसीलिए like मैंने बोला buy कर सकते हैं, but it's not very clear cut, and that's how you see the market also. Many buys, many sells. Ambuja Cement is a sell below Thursday's low. देखो लास्ट वीक सेल था, देखो कितना पैसा बना होता जिसने सेल किया होता. पैसा स्टॉक्स में ही बनता है यार. इफ यू trade good in stocks, you make good money. Petronet was a good sell call given last week. लेता ही नहीं ट्रेड, लेकिन गुजरात गैस भी था, कितने तो सेल कॉल थे.
पर एक जनरल क्वेश्चन था. सो क्रूड ऑयल में भी अभी जो प्राइस में चेंजेस हुए हैं, तो पावर ग्रिड या जो पावर जनरेशन है उसमें कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा?
क्यों पड़ेगा?
क्योंकि दे विल बी यूजिंग लॉट ऑफ कोल.
कोल का ऑयल के प्राइस से क्या लेना देना?
नहीं, ओवरऑल एक एनर्जी सेक्टर का देख रहा था मैं.
नहीं, it doesn't matter. Coal is different. Oil is different. Okay, those are both very different things. Coal में India is self-sufficient. Oil में India is not. Very different meaning both of them have on our economy. Coal India Limited is the world's biggest coal company.
Okay.
Oil में तो पता ही है. Whereas BPCL will be a sell below Thursday's low. Well, guys, today we have kind of a mixed set. Lot of buys in metals and pharma, right? Buys in metals and pharma, lots of sell in auto, reality, financial. Okay, so kind of a mixed lot to sector, mostly sector related. So trade well, guys, in the week. Try to take some trades from this. You know, all the webinars. Don't limit yourselves to at least paper trade लो कम से कम. ठीक है, कोशिश करो पेपर ट्रेड लो, देखो कि whatever you are thinking is at least going right or wrong, but do something. मतलब don't just skip the webinars and depend only on the intraday trades that I am giving. उससे फिर जल्दी पैसे बनते हैं. ऐसे रियल बनाने हैं तो make use of these webinars. 7-8, 10%. That is the money you should try to make. Anyway, at least try to do the paper trades. Yeah, and when you are doing the paper trades, be a little disciplined. Okay, don't just because you are doing a paper trade, don't think like कि चलो कोई भी चीज कहीं भी entry कहीं भी. Try to see the practicality if actually in real market you would be able to do all those things or not. And if you are doing, then see how much money you can make. That will give you a little bit of confidence. So at least do that. Yeah, ठीक है. Anyway, मिलते हैं कल से. Take care everyone. Bye bye guys. Ta-da.